Welcome Tamers. Tonight I'll be going over a different deck profile video. This one's going to be purple hybrid but with a twist. I will be adding Millenniumon as a top end. That will be including the level 5 Chimeras, the 6's Machinimons, and then all the Millenniumons except Seed. This is a list that I saw in Japan, and then I thought it was like really interesting just because I do enjoy Millenniumon a lot. And then I do like hybrid decks, just not as much. I like the gimmicky part where you just swing 5 checks and then just hybrid for game. But this one is we're trying to mill our opponents out while also pitching cards. So we're pitching those Millenniumons, we're pitching Chimeramons, Machinimons, just so that we can bring them back with either Wicked Goddess Hands and then DNA, or we go up the stack and then bring something out, killing our own stack, gaining memory off the maybe Tamer effects from the Koichi, and then just DNA into Millenniumon. So hope you guys like the deck, and then I'll see you on the next part. Alright, and just to get started, we'll be going over the different eggs. Right now I'm currently running 4 copies of the BT3 Demi-Marimon. This is the on deletion, draw 1, trash 1. It's a good way for us to pitch either the Vulgarmon in our hand, Tamers, maybe you want to pitch those Chimeramons or Machinimons. So this is the deck to do it. We're running 4 copies of that. Next I'm running the 1 copy of 5th egg, which is a QPmon from BT16. This is on deletion by trashing a card in your hand, gain a memory. So I do run this one in Millenniumon because we want to pitch those cards into trash, either being Moon Millennium, maybe Chimeramon and everything. So it's a good way for us to start pitching things. And then moving on to our level 3s, I am running 4 copies of the BT16 Ukomon. This is the 3 cost 2k, equals for 1 on top of any colored egg. And then it's on your turn once per turn. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. When you promote, grab a Tamer or a Digimon, and then you bottom deck the rest, and then you may hatch. No inherit, but this is our way for us to start searching our deck for our key pieces, bottom decking. Only options that we're running, but for the most part we're always going to have 2 targets. So I'm running this one at 4. Next up we are running the 1 restricted Ukomon. This is the promo where it's a 3 cost 2k, equals for 0 on top of any colored egg. And then when you promote, you may hatch and then gain a memory. Right, so this one we are running at the 1. We are running the Ukomon package just because we won't be using our X most. Aside from going into the Ukomons, we'll be trying to go into our Tamer and then doing those effects. But having the Ukomons is good as a way for us to either Uko for game, late game, or if not, just searching those pieces that we need. And next I'm running 2 copies of the Star Deck 16 Gabumon. This is a 3 cost 1k, it goes for 0 on top of purple. Level 2 if it's Pseudomon, it costs 0. And then start your main phase, your opponent has a Digimon, you gain memory. So it's a good way for us to promote, and then they have a Digimon, we do gain that memory. And then has a 1 attacking, inherit this once per turn, you would draw 1 and you trash 1. So this is on theme with what we're trying to do by pitching cards in our hand to get those draws, making sure everything that we need is in our discard. Next, running some floodgates here. So we have 2 copies of the BT3 Gazimon, the memory blocker, 3 cost 2k. All turns your opponent can gain memory except with Tamer effects is a good way for us to stop people like Mirage from gaining memory, or when Imperial wants to DNA, right, with the BT12 XV and Stigma, they won't be able to get that memory. So we're running this one at 2. And then lastly I'm running 2 copies of the Psychmon. This is a 3 cost 3k, players can reduce play cost, it goes for 0 on top of the purple. So this is for those Death X's, cross-art players, other Millennium players that are trying to cross. So this stops them from doing Digicross. So we're running this one at 2. That is it for all the rookies. I'm currently running 5, 7, 9, 11 rookies. Next, there's a lot of glare, sorry about that. And then next we're going into our level 4s, which we are running 4 copies of the new BT18 Dustmon. This is a 6 cost 6k, evolves for 3 on top of a level 3 that's purple, or 3 on top of a Tamer. But if it's Koichi, evolves for 2, or if it's Vulgarmon, it evolves for 1. So this one has an on play and then when Digivolving, that's not once per turn. And until the end of your opponent's turn, which wouldn't really matter, but until the end of your opponent's turn, change the original card of one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers to a non-white color. So this, we could start changing our opponent's colors into, maybe if it's blue, we'll turn it red, we'll turn it black also. And then when attacking, and then one of your Digimon or Tamers may Digivolve into a level 4 card with a hybrid trait in their trash with their cost reduced by 1. So this allows us to go into Vulgarmon from the trash for reduced cost of 1, and then it has an on deletion inherited, that is, you may play one Tamer card with a play cost 4 less from your trash without paying the cost. So this is the one that actually lets us bring back Tamers from the trash, right? We would go into our Koichi, swing, go into Vulgarmon, and then let's say we die in security or we choose to delete ourselves, we're able to play that Tamer out for free. So even though that Tamer just died, it is in trash, so we can play it out. So we are running this one at 4. Next, we're going into another 4 copies of Vulgarmon. I want to say it's vulgar, but it's vulgar. But this one is a 7 cost 7k. He goes for 4 on top of a level 3. It's purple, and 4 on top of a purple Tamer. But if it's Koichi, it's for 3, and if it's for Dustmon, it goes for 1. So this is just like the burning into ancient, burning into Aguni into ancient type of thing. So this one allows us to go into that Dustmon for just 0 cost. And then as on play when Digivolving, for each color of your opponent's Digimon and Tamers, have trash 1 card from the top of both players' decks. Then for each card this effect trash, this Digimon gets 1000 BP for the turn. So by us changing one other colors, we're able to mill them out. Depending on how many colors they have, it'll be 1 card for each color. So if they have multiple colors and we change to, let's say, all 5 colors, they'll be trashing 5 cards. Then as an end of attack, by deleting 1 level 4 lower purple Digimon, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. So we can choose to delete himself, to delete something that's lowest level on their end, and then it'll trigger the inherit of the Dustmon, which is nice. And then this one has a retaliation inherit, so in case we do go into Chimeramon, that Chimeramon will have retaliation. That's it for the level 4s. I only am running 8. Moving up into our 5s, we're going into the 4 copies of the BT18 Chimeramon. This is 8 cost 8k. It's evolves for 4 on top of a level 4 that's both purple and red, but if it's Gazimon, it goes for 3. Unfortunately, we're only running 2 Gazis, so this will be like a composite trait, my bad. But we're not running any composite, so we'll be even for 4 on top of like Dustmon and Vulgarmon. Then it has a 1 Digivolve when attacking by deleting one of your opponent's Digimon. Deleting one of your Digimon, deleting one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level, lowest DP. I am trying to read this. And then an on deletion, one of your Machinimon in play. It doesn't say in play, but it's one of your Machinimon and 1 Chimeramon in the trash. Main DNA Digivolve into Milimon from the hand, right? And then it has Secure Attack +1, so we're running this one at 4. This is the one that allows us to, maybe we're saying raising with a stack, we go into Chimeramon, then we could play out the BT18 machine, pop it, goes to trash, DNA into Milimon. So this is mainly like what allows that combo to go off. So we're running this one at 4. Next, I have 1 copy of the BT19 Chimeramon. This one is 8 cost 8k as well. Same evil cost 4 on top of a purple red level 4, but its composite is 3. Then as on play, when Digivolving, 1 by deleting one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 3, level 4, and level 5 Digimon. And this one has an on deletion by deleting one of your level 4 or lower purple or red Digimon. You can play Machinimon from your trash without paying the cost. This one has a Digicross, so you could Digicross with 3 composite level 4s to reduce the cost by 1. Essentially, you're playing this out for 5 if you have all 3. And then inherits the same Secure Attack +1. The only thing I don't like about this one is that you need to have at least a second body out to be able to do the effect, because you can choose to pop itself, and then once it's done, you need to pop something else to bring out that machine. It's kind of hard to always keep two bodies on the field, but you could do it if you promote from raising, use Wicked God Descends, play this out, pop itself, pop something on their side. Maybe like they have all 3 levels, you pop 3, 4, and 5, and then you pop your Regain Raising, or the one you just promoted to play out that machine. So we are running it at 1. Next, going into our 6s, I am running 3 copies of the BT18 Machine Digimon. This one's 11 cost 11k. Evils for 3 on top of a level 5. That's both black or red, black or purple. And then if it's composite, evils for 3, which is most of the Millennium deck. And then if you would be playing this card from your hand, if a composite trait Digimon, you could pop one of those to reduce the cost by 4. And then as an on-play, when Digivolving, you Digivolve 1 when your opponent's Digimon. And then he is on the leash and is the opposite of the Chimeramon. That is, if one of your Chimeramon in play, one machine run from the trash, may DNA Digivolve into Millennium from the hand. So this is the opposite way of doing the DNA from hand for Millennium. And then this one has an inherit, which is opponent's turn once per turn. Whenever your opponent's Digimon attack, you may change the attack target to one of your Digimon with a composite or Wicked God trait. So this allows us to redirect most attacks. So even if we can't block, we can redirect. So we're running this one at 3. This is the machine that we want to see, just because we want to hard drop this, right, to pop our Chimera to then DNA. So we're running this one at 3. Next, I have the 1 copy of the BT19 Machine Digimon. This one is 11 cost 11k. Same thing, evils for 3 on top of a purple and black. Level 5 is an on play when Digivolving, delete 1 level 5 or lower Digimon. And then it's on deletion. You may play a level 5 or lower Digimon card with a cyborg or composite trait from your trash without paying the cost. It does a Digicraft with 5 level 5 cyborgs or lower composite trait Digimon as well. So this one, running the 1 of, you do have to, when you play, you have to pop a level 5 or lower. He can pop himself, but if you have, let's say, a Dustmon out, you could choose to pop him, and then let's say he dies, then you can play out a Chimeramon from your trash, right? And then same inherit as the other one, which is a redirect, so it's always nice. And then moving into our 6s, we are running 4 copies of Millenniumon. This one is the one that we want to see. This is a 14 cost 14k. Evils for 4 on top of a purple, of a black and a red level 6. And then you DNA with Machine and Chimera. That's usually 0. And then on play, you delete an opponent's Digimon. And then if you DNA Digivolve, then you may place 1 card of each level. If they have all 6 levels, you'll be placing those 3, 4, 5, 6, beginning 4 memory, 7 if they have a level 7, on the top of your opponent's deck in any order, and you get memory for each one. Then is on deletion, you bottom deck a Chimera and a Machine Digimon to play out a Millennium from trash. So the same one that died, you could bottom deck 2 to play it out again and do the effect. You could Digicross again if you wanted to. If you have the pieces, you'll still be able to pop another body. So this one we are running it at 4. Next, we have 2 copies of Millenniumon, Moon Millenniumon, sorry. 15 cost 15k, rolls for 5 on top of a purple at level 6, which could evo on top of this, both Machine Digimons if we don't see our Millenniumon. And then this one, it was for 2 on top of Millenniumon, and then it's on play when Digivolving, your opponent trashes cards in their hand, so they have 5 cards left, and then for every 2 cards they trash, you delete a Tamer, and then when the Tamer would be or other Digimon is deleted, they trash a top card of their security, and then when this card will leave the battle area, you can choose to pop another composite trait Digimon to stop it from leaving. So we are running this one at 2. It's a good way for us to reduce our opponent's hand size. Also, we're able to like do some Tamer hate on their end. Maybe they have like all 4 of the Ken Davis and they had like 8 cards in hand, and then we're able to pop at least well, they need to have like 10 cards in hand for us to pop at least 2. Because it's a 1, 2. Yeah, we will pop 2, and they'll trash 1. So we'll be at 5, so we'll pop 2 of those Candevises, right? So we're running this one at 2. No Zed Millenniumon, just because we're running a little tight on room. So that was it for our Digimons. Moving into our Tamers, we are running 3 copies of the new Koichi Kimura. This is from BT18. So 4-cost Tamer when start the main phase by trashing a hybrid of 10 warriors in your hand, gain a memory. And then inherit. When attacking, you may return 1 card with a hybrid or 10 warrior trait from your trash to the hand. So this allows us at the beginning of the main phase to pitch that Volgramon to gain the memory. And then we can swing a security and then trigger the one attacking, bring back a Dustmon if we need to. Right, so this allows us to pitch cards and also bring those back in case we're missing pieces. So we're running this one at 3. Next, I'm running 4 copies of the old BT7 Koichi 3-cost Tamer, and then it's on play, draw 1, trash 1, and then on deletion, get a memory. So because we are deleting ourselves with the Dust Volgramon, or maybe we have a effect off the Chimera or something, pop ourselves, gain a memory. And then since the Dustmon here lets us play out another Tamer, then we get another draw 1, trash 1. So this is the one that we want to see. We're running this one at 4. Next, running out of room over here, so we're gonna scooch these over. We're running 2 copies of the BT2 Mat, 4-cost Tamers, a memory setter, and then on play, return a purple card or option card from your trash to the hand. So this allows us to recur some cards from trash if we don't see the Dustmon, maybe, or maybe we have a way, we need a way for us to pick up a card, right? So, and then also memory setter. It's great that we don't get choked at 1. So we're running that one at 2. Next, we are running 2 copies of Analog Youth, 2-cost Tamer. You will top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card, trash the rest. When one of your Digimons that's level 5 or lower is deleted with level 5 or higher is deleted with delusion cards, you can tap it to hatch and gain a memory. So this allows us to fill up our trash with Digimons, and then also whenever we have those set up and we're going into like Machinery, going into Millenniumon, then we're able to get a lot of memory back, right? Because we will be popping a Digimon that's 5 or higher with sources. So then I'll use able to help us at least keep our turn in case we need to have that extra memory. Next, I have 1 copy of the Louis 3-cost Tamer, and then on play, you may play level 3 or higher Digimon from their breeding area to the battle area, right? And then your turn, when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, suspend the Tamer, gain a memory. So this works great with a Dustmon, where on deletion lets us play out a 4-cost lower. Right? Pick us 4 less from our trash without paying the cost, so we could pitch the Louis, swing with Volgramon, kill itself, Dustmon inherit, allows us to play out this from trash. So then we can play this out, promote, gain the memory, and then either go for a game that if we're able to keep turn, right? If you have this Ukomon in the back, play this out, promote, gain 2 memory, and then just go for a game. So we're running this one at 1, really strong combo. Moving into our security, this right here. We're running 2 copies of the new PT19 option, Wicked God Descends, 4-cost option. You may play a composite trait, a Digimon from your trash with the play cost reduced by 4. Then put this card in the battle area, and then one of your Digimon with Millenniumon in the same will leave the battle area delay. You may play a cost higher from your trash without paying the cost. So this is what protects our Millenniumon from either getting bottom decked or deleted, where we would trigger this, play out the moon, do its effect, and then pending we will then do the Millenniumon to like bottom deck and then pop something on their side when we bring it back. So we're running the 2 copies, and then finally I am running 2 copies of the Mist Memory Boost. 3 cost option, you charge the top 2 cards of your deck, then you draw, and then delay, you just pop it to gain 2 memory. A really good card, sets up our trash, it's able to gain us memory when we need it, that way we need to extend those plays. So currently this is the build that I have. I just made the deck, I haven't really play tested it, so I might be filming some games just to see how that will go. And that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and leave those down below. Be sure to take a look at them. I try to respond as many messages as I can. But if you made it this far, go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.